Do individuals really believe, or do they believe that they need to believe? It could be that our belief system comes from the way that we were raised as children. Different cultures may lead to different beliefs, which explains all the different types of religions in the world today. For example, someone who was raised in China has a completely different belief system than someone that was raised in Russia. You can even see the difference in the foreign families that moved to America and how much their religious life is different from others. For example, my family's from Ukraine. Although I was born here, my parents still raised me in a different cultural mentality. Growing up, Halloween was considered a sin. After growing up and understanding the type of childhood my parents had in Ukraine, I understood how Halloween could look evil to someone who's never seen anything like it. Imagine never hearing of such a holiday and going to a country where little kids knock on strangers' doors asking for candy in scary costumes. To someone that's never seen anything like it, it could freak somebody out. Same thing with religion. Growing up with a certain beliefs, you become immune to them. And most people don't take the time to logically think about what they're doing. They just figure if it works and it makes me a better person, or it seems that I'm a better person to other people, then it must be the right thing to do. It could simply be that we have seen so much of something that it just sticks, and we just keep to tradition because it has worked for our parents and their parents before them, and so on. Many people don't really realize what religion is. They argue that their belief is the correct one. I've seen it myself with people I know, and they 100% believe that this is it. And there are people out there who just don't really care. Like, more than half of Americans say that they're Christians and they believe, but all they do is attend service once a week and still do whatever it is they want to do. Many of those people, I believe, are stuck in somewhat of a limbo. They understand that there may be a greater power like a God, but they don't quite believe it. They know that this is something they think they have to do, so morally they can be good people. Or they simply care less or are too scared to tell their loved ones that this is something that they're not sure about. Daniel C. Dennett, who's an American philosopher, writer, and cognitive scientist whose research centers on the philosophy of mind, says in his book, Breaking the Spell, what do people do when they discover that they no longer believe in God? Some of them don't do anything. They don't stop going to church. They don't even tell their loved ones. They just quietly get on with their lives, living as morally or immorally as they did before. It seems that some people consider to just believe in the concept of God. The Biology of Belief is a book by Bruce Lipton. He goes through all the scientific steps that our brain goes through. There's been quite a bit of research done on people who attend church services. They're usually more healthy than people who don't. But the mind is a powerful thing. I've heard that statement numerous of times throughout my life, and I never really understood until reading this book. You can even see how powerful the mind is when doing experiments like the placebo effect. Your brain can do miraculous things, but that doesn't mean that it is God that is doing it. It can just be that believing that it is God gives you more hope to live another day, and it allows you to be happy, so you just go ahead and you keep believing in something you aren't even sure about. And it doesn't mean that there is supernatural work being done. It just means that you've trained your brain to believe in something that works out for you and your life. Spirituality might just be a way of controlling what is in your brain and getting more comfortable with controlling your thoughts. The Biology of Belief can easily explain why there are hundreds of different religions and why some people are so comfortable or used to something and others are not. It may all just be in our heads. So do people really believe, or is this concept just so engraved into our brains biologically that we cannot get rid of it?